For years, electric vehicles have been seen as a luxury, something futuristic and out of reach for most buyers. But Toyota just broke that barrier. So how did they make an electric SUV this affordable? What does this mean for Tesla? And could this be the beginning of the end for gas-powered cars? From Toyota's bold strategy to the ripple effect it is causing across the industry, we are uncovering every shocking detail. Toyota has just unveiled an electric vehicle so affordable that it makes traditional gas-powered cars seem overpriced. This isn't just another model hitting the market, it's a groundbreaking shift in the automotive world. For years, electric vehicles were viewed as luxury items priced far beyond the reach of the average driver. Tesla became the benchmark for modern EVs, but at a cost that excluded millions of potential buyers. Now, Toyota has rewritten the rules. The company has historically been cautious about fully committing to electric vehicles, instead sticking with hybrid technology while rivals surged forward. Toyota's focus had always been on durability and fuel efficiency rather than chasing trends in the EV space. That cautious approach set them back. Tesla, along with brands like BYD and Volkswagen, captured huge portions of the global EV market. But Toyota was never truly out of the picture. They were simply waiting for the perfect opportunity to make their move. And that moment is here. With their new electric vehicle launching at an eye-opening price, Toyota hasn't just entered the race, they may have taken the lead. This bold step is already sending shockwaves through the auto industry. For years, consumers faced a tough choice: pay a hefty premium for an electric vehicle or stick with a gas-powered car. Now, Toyota has changed the game, bringing electric mobility within reach for the masses. If this new model succeeds, it could force every major automaker to reevaluate how they price their EVs. But Toyota's move isn't just about affordability, there's a deeper strategy at play and it changes everything. Toyota's breakthrough in making this electric vehicle so affordable comes down to three key factors. The first is their strategic partnership with Guangzhou Automobile Group, a Chinese manufacturer renowned for its ability to produce electric vehicles efficiently and at low cost. By collaborating with a company that has mastered large-scale, budget-friendly production, Toyota was able to leverage their expertise and deliver a high-quality EV while keeping costs in check. This alliance has been instrumental, allowing Toyota to offer an electric vehicle at a price point many thought was out of reach. The second factor is Toyota's adoption of lithium iron phosphate (LFP) battery technology. Traditional lithium-ion batteries are costly, especially due to the use of expensive materials like cobalt. In contrast, LFP batteries are not only more affordable but also more robust, requiring less upkeep over time. This switch alone significantly cut production expenses without compromising on safety or performance. Lastly, Toyota's global manufacturing scale gave them a huge edge. No other car maker matches Toyota's production efficiency. Decades of refining mass production, optimizing supply chains, and slashing costs at every stage of vehicle assembly gave Toyota a unique advantage. They applied this world-class cost-cutting expertise to EV manufacturing, making a price point previously considered impossible, possible. But here's what truly sets this vehicle apart. It's not just inexpensive, it's competitive. Toyota didn't strip it down to the bare essentials just to meet a price target. They built a vehicle that can stand toe-to-toe with much more expensive models in terms of performance, features, and tech. And when you see what you actually get for the price, it's clear why the entire industry is feeling the impact. At this price, most would expect a stripped-down, no-frills vehicle lacking even the most basic features. But Toyota has delivered something entirely unexpected. This isn't a tiny city car or a scaled-back compact model. It's a full-size sport utility vehicle. Comparable in size to the Toyota RAV, it offers the space, versatility, and practicality that SUV buyers demand. Inside, Toyota packed this EV with technology typically found in far more expensive electric cars. A large, high-resolution touchscreen dominates the dashboard, creating a premium, high-tech experience usually reserved for vehicles costing well above price. The interface is sleek and responsive, providing seamless connectivity and advanced infotainment features. Behind the wheel, a digital driver display ensures key driving information is always front and center. And that's just the beginning. Toyota has equipped this model with advanced driver assist systems rarely seen at this price point. Features like adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and blind spot monitoring all come standard. This isn't the kind of basic safety tech found in budget vehicles. It's the same kind of advanced system used in top-tier EVs. Even the cabin defies expectations. Instead of cheap plastics and a sparse design, Toyota crafted an interior that feels premium. You'll find wireless charging, rear air vents, multiple USB ports, and a fold-down armrest for added comfort. There's even ambient lighting that lets drivers customize the feel of the cabin, a feature usually exclusive to luxury cars. Toyota is making a clear statement. Electric vehicles don't have to be expensive to offer quality. This isn't just about creating an affordable EV, it's about building a vehicle people want to own. And while the low price tag is impressive on its own, what's even more shocking is Toyota's willingness to sell this model at a loss. But that's all part of a much bigger strategy. Selling a car at a loss might sound like a terrible business move, unless you're playing the long game. Toyota isn't focused on making a quick profit from this vehicle. Their goal is much bigger, to take over the electric vehicle market. By offering this EV at price, Toyota is making a direct play to win over customers from Tesla, BYD, and every other major EV manufacturer. This isn't just about one car, it's about speeding up global EV adoption. For years, high prices have been the biggest roadblock keeping electric vehicles from going mainstream. By removing that barrier, Toyota is pushing the entire industry forward and making EVs a real option for everyone, not just the wealthy. But there's more going on here. Toyota isn't just thinking about the initial sale, they're looking ahead to future revenue. They plan to earn through connected car services, over-the-air updates, and upgrades down the line. It's the same strategy companies like Amazon have mastered. Sell products at a loss to dominate the market, then make money through long-term services and expansion. And now, Toyota is forcing Tesla into a battle it can't afford to lose. If this vehicle succeeds, Tesla will be under pressure to respond, but here's the catch. Tesla's entire business is built around premium pricing. They can't just slash prices without seriously damaging their profit margins. That's where Toyota's move becomes a real threat. They're not just competing on price, they're changing the standard and forcing the rest of the industry to catch up. Toyota has made their move. The world is watching. And what happens next could redefine the future of electric vehicles. Tesla has ruled the electric vehicle world for years, setting the pace, shaping trends, and forcing the auto industry to rethink everything. But now, Tesla is facing its toughest challenge yet. Toyota has just released an electric SUV with a price so low, it's shaking the foundation of the market. This isn't just a new competitor, it's a game changer. Toyota's new electric SUV costs less than 1/3 of a Tesla Model Y. That's not a minor difference. It's a direct hit to Tesla's pricing strategy. For years, Tesla has justified its high prices through premium branding and cutting-edge tech. That worked when the only other EV options were either too expensive or too unimpressive to compete. But now, Toyota has shattered that illusion. They've proven that an electric SUV can be affordable and packed with impressive range, features, and technology. Tesla is now stuck in an impossible situation. If they lower their prices to compete, they risk slashing profit margins to dangerous levels. Tesla's costs are much higher than Toyota's due to their unique manufacturing methods and vertically integrated supply chains. Unlike Toyota, which benefits from massive production scale and low-cost partnerships, Tesla doesn't have the flexibility to absorb losses like this. So, if Tesla drops prices, it hurts their bottom line. But if they don't drop prices, they risk losing a massive chunk of potential buyers to Toyota. Many consumers who were hesitant to go electric now have an option far cheaper than anything Tesla offers. This is the fight Tesla never saw coming, and there's no easy way out. Tesla has long been seen as an unstoppable force in the EV world, praised for its tech, design, and devoted fanbase. But Toyota's latest move has exposed some of Tesla's biggest vulnerabilities, flaws that have been hiding in plain sight for years. One of Tesla's greatest strengths has always been its brand. It built a reputation for innovation, luxury, and high performance, which let it charge premium prices. But now, that premium image has become a serious weakness. Toyota is showing that EVs don't need to be expensive to be excellent. Many buyers aren't chasing the fastest car or the latest tech, they just want something reliable and affordable. Toyota's arrival is shifting the focus from exclusivity to accessibility, and Tesla is struggling to adjust. Tesla's supercharger network used to be its biggest advantage. It's still the largest and most reliable fast-charging system in the world. But that edge is fading fast. Universal charging standards are spreading and companies like Toyota are teaming up with third-party charging networks that are growing at record speed. In just a few years, Tesla's exclusive charging system may no longer give them an edge. But Tesla's most critical weakness? Its lack of traditional dealerships. Tesla pioneered the direct-to-consumer model, cutting out dealership markups and streamlining sales. But Toyota has a massive global dealer network that gives it a huge advantage. People trust Toyota dealers for service, repairs, and support, something Tesla just can't match. For many buyers, that could be the deciding factor. Tesla has been dragged into a fight it never wanted. For years, the company positioned itself as a premium EV brand, leaning on performance, innovation, and loyal fans. But Toyota's shockingly affordable electric SUV just changed the rules of the game. This isn't about who has the best tech or the longest range anymore, it's about price. And in this battle, Tesla is at a major disadvantage. Toyota's aggressive pricing is putting pressure on every automaker. Consumers now realize that an electric vehicle doesn't have to cost as much as a Tesla. That revelation is a game changer. Brands like Volkswagen, GM, and Ford will now be forced to rethink their entire pricing strategies just to stay competitive. The industry has been thrown into a price war, and Tesla is caught right in the middle. If Tesla tries to cut prices to match Toyota, they face a serious problem: profit margins. Tesla's profits per vehicle have been among the highest in the auto world, but that's only because of premium pricing. Lowering prices could crush their financial edge. Unlike Toyota, which can afford short-term losses thanks to massive resources and diverse income streams, Tesla doesn't have that kind of safety net. That puts them in a risky position. But it's not just Toyota that Tesla has to worry about. There's another giant in this fight: BYD. The Chinese automaker has already overtaken Tesla in total EV sales and continues to grow rapidly. Now Toyota and BYD together represent a formidable force, and Tesla has to face both. This is no longer a one-on-one battle, it's a war on multiple fronts. Tesla isn't the dominant EV company anymore. It's just one of many. And its future depends on how it navigates this new, fiercely competitive landscape. Tesla's future is hanging in the balance, and how the company reacts to this crisis will define everything. They have three possible paths forward, but none of them are easy. Option 1: slash prices. Tesla could try to match Toyota's aggressive pricing and compete head-on in the affordability game, but that's a risky move. Tesla's entire business model depends on high profit margins. Cutting prices could trigger a financial tailspin the company may not recover from. Option 2: launch a budget-friendly Tesla model. Elon Musk has been teasing a low-cost Tesla for years, but creating a brand new model takes time. Option 3: double down on the luxury segment. Tesla could lean into its high-end image and focus solely on premium electric vehicles, accepting that the mass market will go to Toyota and BYD. But this strategy has its own dangers. The future is clearly headed toward affordable EVs, and ignoring that shift could trap Tesla in a shrinking niche. This is, without question, the biggest challenge Tesla has ever faced. It's no longer just about building great electric vehicles, it's about surviving in a rapidly changing market. Every decision Tesla makes now will determine if it stays a leader in the industry, or fades into the background as new players rise to the top. Toyota has forced Tesla into a fight for its very survival, and there's no turning back. Toyota didn't just challenge Tesla, they changed the entire playbook. For years, carmakers treated electric vehicles as luxury products, attaching hefty price tags and limiting them to a select group of buyers. That strategy worked when early adopters were willing to pay more for cutting-edge technology, but now, Toyota has shattered that model. So how will the traditional automakers respond? Companies like Volkswagen, Ford, General Motors, and Honda have spent years crafting EV strategies based on slow, steady progress. Their plan was to roll out high-end electric models first, then gradually bring prices down. Volkswagen, once seen as a leader in affordable EVs, now finds its entry-level models looking pricey by comparison. Ford, with its focus on electric trucks and performance vehicles, must now rethink its priorities. General Motors is midway through a transition to electric, but with its mid-range pricing, it risks losing budget-conscious buyers. And Honda, already lagging behind in EV adoption, now has no choice but to rethink its entire long-term game plan. But it's not just the automakers who need to adapt, governments are also in for a wake-up call. Most electric vehicle incentives were designed under the assumption that EVs would remain expensive. Instead of focusing on making EVs more affordable, governments might shift their efforts toward building charging infrastructure and investing in clean energy. This isn't just another product launch, it's a fundamental change in how EVs are priced, sold, and manufactured. Toyota has forced every automaker to revisit their pricing strategy, and those who don't adjust quickly could be left behind. If an electric vehicle costs less than a gasoline-powered car, why would anyone stick with gas? For decades, the biggest reason people chose gas vehicles was simple: they were cheaper. Sure, EVs were better for the environment, quieter, and needed less maintenance, but the price gap was just too big. Now that gap is gone. Toyota's price electric vehicle has wiped out the last major advantage gas cars had: affordability. And this shift isn't just a theory, it's happening now. When an electric car costs less to buy, less to maintain, and less to run, the move away from gasoline speeds up, and fast. This pricing change won't just affect individual drivers. Entire fleets, taxis, delivery vans, company cars will start switching to electric because the savings are simply too big to ignore. Governments will feel the impact too. Many have already set deadlines to phase out gas car sales, some aiming for full bans within the next 20 years. But if people naturally shift to EVs faster due to cost savings, those bans might come sooner. This isn't a slow evolution, it's the beginning of the end for gas-powered vehicles. And as electric cars keep getting cheaper, that transition will only speed up. What once felt like a far-off future, it's now right around the corner. But before we celebrate the fall of gasoline, there's still one huge challenge standing in the way. Even if everyone wants an EV, there's one critical question left: where will they charge? What's the point of a cheap electric car if there aren't enough places to charge it? While Toyota has made EVs more affordable than ever, mass adoption depends on more than just price. Charging infrastructure is still the biggest hurdle standing in the way of widespread electric vehicle use. The rapid rise in EV sales will immediately pressure both governments and private companies to build more charging stations, and to make charging faster. Toyota's bold move could kickstart a charging infrastructure boom. Governments that once hesitated to heavily invest in EV charging may now be forced to fast-track those plans. A world where EVs outnumber gas cars will need a massive expansion of charging networks. Roads lined with gas stations will need to be transformed into roads lined with charging hubs. But it's not only about more chargers, it's about better charging access. Home charging must become faster and more convenient, especially for people without garages or private parking spots. Workplaces need to offer charging stations so people can charge during the day. And along highways, fast chargers must match the ease and speed of filling up a gas tank. Businesses will play a big role too. Retail stores, hotels, and shopping centers have already started adding chargers, but they'll need to scale up quickly to keep up with demand. As EVs shift from novelty to necessity, companies that invest early in charging infrastructure will have a major advantage. Toyota hasn't just sparked a race among automakers, they've ignited a challenge for the entire energy and infrastructure sector. As EVs become the default, charging networks need to evolve just as fast. And if they do, a future where charging is as quick and easy as refueling will be within reach. But even with infrastructure growing, is now the right time to go electric? So should you buy this price electric vehicle right now? Well, it depends on your needs, your driving habits, and the long-term value you're looking for. While Toyota has made EVs more affordable than ever, there are still some things to think about before making the switch. For city drivers, this new EV could be the perfect fit. With a low purchase price, minimal maintenance, and the ability to charge at home or work, it checks all the boxes for urban life. If your daily routine involves short trips, making the move to electric will feel effortless. But if you often take long road trips, charging infrastructure might still be a concern. The network is growing, but it hasn't yet matched the convenience of gas stations. Frequent travelers will need to plan charging stops and consider whether they have access to home or workplace charging. Another thing to watch, the used car market. As more people choose EVs, gas-powered cars could start losing value faster. For those wondering if now is the moment to go electric, The answer is becoming clearer by the day. EVs are no longer niche or luxury items. They're practical, mainstream options for millions of people. Toyota has made sure of that. As EVs keep getting cheaper, more efficient, and better supported, the question isn't if you'll switch to electric, it's when. The idea that EVs are too expensive? That myth is officially dead. So what do you think? Are you ready to make the switch? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more game-changing auto insights right here on Gearhead Glam.